Who played Velma Kelly in the 2002 film adaptation of Chicago? This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for bearing with me through the holiday weeks. Had about 15 people staying at my house, and then we had 4 people staying at my house before that, and then I had to drive my family to the airport days after that. Then I had to go down to Tampa for a game show host meetup thing. So I've been busy, 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 and finally back home and ready to start the year off with a bang with fun episodes of this show for your ears and your eyes on YouTube. If you have a smart TV or you like watching stuff on YouTube anywhere, go to youtube.com/trivia with buds. You can see almost every episode of the show in a slideshow format that might be easier on the eyes if you're tired of listening to the show and you want to play or show it visually at home for a party or something like that. Just put together a playlist of 8 movie-related episodes that you can find on that page. So you can do a bunch of movie trivia with 8 different quizzes and play at home and write down the answers and compare scores and all that good stuff. So check it out. YouTube.com/trivia with buds. Today's episode all about Chicago the Musical for Patreon subscriber Aaron Burgess. If you want to be like Aaron and pick topics, patreon.com/trivia with buds, $5 a month supports the show, helps me buy trivia prizes for my live trivia nights, for example, and it lets you pick a topic every single month that I do just for you. Thank you, Aaron, for this Chicago the Musical topic today. Should be a lot of fun. Your fact of the day at the end of the episode is about South Park co-creator Trey Parker, and your triple connections, Earl, Charlene, Fran. Earl, Charlene, and Fran. What is the connection between those 3? Find out at the end. We're all warmed up, we're ready, and we're jumping into Chicago trivia. Here we go. It's Chicago, the musical. Question number 1. What year did the original Broadway production of Chicago debut? What year did the original Broadway production of Chicago debut? Number 2, what's the opening number of Chicago? What's the opening number of Chicago? Number 3, which song is performed by Velma Kelly to highlight her longing for fame and success? Number 3, which song is performed by Velma Kelly to highlight her longing for fame and success? Number 4, in which number does Billy Flynn manipulate the press by creating a false narrative for Roxy? Number 4, in which number does Billy Flynn manipulate the press by creating a false narrative for Roxy? Number 5, what song features the character Amos Hart lamenting his invisibility? Number 5, what song features the character Amos Hart lamenting his invisibility? Number 6, what is Velma Kelly's profession before she's arrested? What is Velma Kelly's profession before she's arrested? Number 7, what crime does Roxy Hart commit? What crime does Roxy Hart commit? Number 8, what's the name of the prison matron who helps the inmates for a price? What's the name of the prison matron who helps the inmates for a price? Number 9, what is Billy Flynn's occupation? What is Billy Flynn's occupation? Number 10, who played Roxy Hart in the original 1975 Broadway production? Who played Roxy Hart in the original 1975 Broadway production? And number 11, who played Velma Kelly in the 2002 film adaptation? Who played Velma Kelly in the 2002 film adaptation? Those are all your questions on Chicago, the musical. We'll be right back with the answers after this. Chicago, the musical answers coming up brings me back to high school where I played Billy Flynn in an event called Group Interp, where you had to do this whole play, and I think it was 15 minutes. And we didn't sing, but we acted basically the whole plot of the play as a group of 8 or 10 or 12. I forget what Group Interp entailed. But you can only use like limited props. So we all had like a verse book. I had like all the guys had red tucked in long sleeve shirts. All the girls had certain types of dresses. And I got to be the Richard Gere part. So it was a lot of fun. And I don't think we made it to the state level, but it was my junior year of high school, and we got kind of far in competing. It was a lot of fun. Number 1, what year did the original Broadway production of Chicago debut? 1975. 1975. Number 2, what is the opening number in Chicago? All That Jazz, famous song from that movie and Stage play. Number 3, which song is performed by Velma Kelly to highlight her longing for fame and success? I Can't Do It Alone is the song. I Can't Do It Alone. Number 4, in which number does Billy Flynn manipulate the press by creating a false narrative for Roxy? We Both Reached for the Gun. We Both Reached for the Gun. Number 5, what song features the character Amos Hart lamenting his invisibility? Mr. Cellophane. Mr. Cellophane. Number 6, what is Velma Kelly's profession before she's arrested? A vaudeville performer. Vaudeville performer. Number 7, what crime does Roxy Hart commit? Murder. Number 8, what is the name of the prison matron who helps the inmates for a price? Mama Morton. Mama Morton. Number 9, what is Billy Flynn's occupation? He's a criminal defense lawyer. Number 10, who played Roxy Hart in the 1975 Broadway production? That was Gwen Verdon. Gwen Verdon. And number 11, who played Velma Kelly in the 2002 film adaptation? Catherine Zeta-Jones. There you have it, Chicago the Musical in the books. Aaron, hope you had a good time playing along, and everybody else who likes that musical. Your fact of the day, in 1998, South Park co-creator Trey Parker was offered $1.5 million to direct a feature-length Barney the Dinosaur movie. Can you imagine? South Park meets Barney the Dinosaur. Could have been something of legend. There you go. Triple Connections, Earl, Charlene, and Fran, all characters on the Dinosaur sitcom from ABC back in the day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.